Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about some weight-bearing restrictions. Now, knowing your patient's weight-bearing status is super crucial for therapy. That status information is going to come directly from their medical doctor because they know very well in which stage of recovery they are in and if it's safe for them to bear weight and how much weight through a certain limb. We're going to start off with non-weight bearing. So non-weight bearing, just as it sounds, is no weight or force through the limb. This restriction is usually set for somebody who just had surgery or just went through an injury, and placing any force to that limb, it would be harmful. Then we have partial weight bearing. This partial weight bearing will come with a designated specific percentage of weight that can go through the limb, which is updated by their medical doctor. And those calculations of how much weight and the percentage will look different, depends if it's an upper limb or a lower limb. That'll just depend on where the injury is on upper limb and just how much body weight can go down on a lower limb. Now for touchdown weight bearing, also known as toe touching, sounds a little bit like partial weight bearing because they can touch the ground with their toe or the point of their foot. But the key thing is here that they cannot weight bear. So yes, they can toe touch while doing exercises or whatever you're doing in therapy, but they can't bear weight through it. The toe touching is merely just for balance, which kind of opens up the window if the patient is non-weight bearing, but they go to toe touch, then that just opens some more opportunities for different kinds of exercises. So that's good. Now we have weight bearing as tolerated. So weight bearing as tolerated, medically, there's no issues with the patient. The doctor is like, you're good to go. Everything inside that person's limb is okay to withstand their full weight. But who knows how long that patient was in a boot or has, a limb wrapped up and they just don't feel comfortable yet putting that full weight, or they might just have a little bit of pain or getting back into their groove essentially. So oftentimes even at the end stage of the recovery, they tend to guard and they don't weight bear fully, which is okay. And you can start there wherever they tolerate it, but it's only okay as long as that patient and you work together to improve their weight bearing status. Because if you just stay there and they're for a very long time and they're not putting their full weight through that limb, that can cause other issues. Now, our last status or restriction, which has no restrictions, is full weight bearing. So full weight bearing means they have no weight bearing precautions. So they have the green light, they're good to go, they're good to work, and they have full weight bearing on all their limbs or specific limb. Obviously, it's one of those restrictions where you just have the most liberty to work and not only work with them, but challenge your patient as you see fit. I hope my explanations on weight bearing restrictions were helpful to you. Knowing a patient's weight bearing is super crucial when you're putting a treatment session together in order for it to be safe and progressive. So just keep your patient's weight bearing status in mind at all times.